The year 2020 has already begun to settle, and in the next 12 hours, the new year of 2021 will come. The moment of seeing the old year out and the new year in has come. The studio will be unavailable during the holiday season starting tomorrow. Therefore, at this time, I would look back on the past year and also say hello to all of you in the new year. I would like to especially thank you for watching Park Chan-jong TV, for subscribing, and for sending lots of support. I want to thank you. New Year 2021, I will also include my New Year's greetings. In 2021, I hope that the aspirations and wishes of our viewers and subscribers will come true, and for all to be successful, and for the country as a whole to become a peaceful nation of prosperity and welfare of the people. On the last day of year 2020, we are now about to welcome the new year amidst the COVID-19 crisis, economic crisis, and the regime of President Moon Jae-in, a year where the constitution was substantially damaged and the rule of law was destroyed, causing anxiety, confusion, frustration, and despair. The primary and fundamental responsibility for this overall national crisis lies with President Moon Jae-in, the authority, and the members of the ruling party of the National Assembly who advocate him. However, the opposition party is just as responsible. The new year must begin with deep thoughts about how we, the citizens in Article 1 of the Constitution, overcome this general crisis and national chaos, along with our determination and preparation to overcome it. 2,500 years ago, Confucius said that the students asked him, "Teacher, what should I do for national security and a peaceful reign?" To which he answered in 6 characters, 군, 군, 신, 신, 민, min, which means the monarch must be like a monarch, the public officials who support the monarch need to be like public officials, and that the people needs to do the jobs that they have very well. This, he told his students, is how a peaceful reign can happen. To put this in today's concept, the monarch is the assistant group like the president. Shin is the high-ranking officials who defend the president and, at the same time, members of the opposition party. And as I've said before, Min is talking about you, the viewers, and me, who are indicated in Article 1 of the Constitution. Based on that standard, the monarch is not properly done. President Moon Jae-in has not kept the promises made by an oath to the Constitution for 4 years, and he is now standing as the head of a political faction. Ministers of the Shin assistant group cannot voice their concerns. In particular, members of the ruling party, as members of the Yeouido office of the Blue House, move quickly like puppets under the orders and commands of the leadership. The autonomy mentioned in Article 46 of the Constitution is fundamentally blocked. That is why we are seeing that Shin is not happening. The opposition also has flaws. The opposition is pushed by the momentum of the ruling party and is just playing sidekick. Rather than standing firm against the wrong and fixing what needs to be fixed, they are moving out of the way and making way like they are sidekicks. This is not Shin-like. In the past year, the Gwanghwamun Square was blocked due to the COVID-19 crisis. If this was not blocked, there would have been significant change between the Gun and Shin by now. But we cannot blame the COVID-19 pandemic. If the non-Gun and non-Shin-like status continue in the new year, what will happen to our Min, the people? Article 1 of the Constitution states that the sovereignty of the Republic of Korea rests with the people and all power comes from the people. If this law, which is the basis for the right of resistance and the people's right of resistance, reaches the extreme peak of misuse, and if the act of destroying the Constitution order continues, people must exercise the right of resistance. Even if Gwanghwamun Square is blocked, take a road underneath it, a back road, or a narrow path. It may be the new year where we have to hold pickets and exercise our rights to resist all over the country, even in footpaths between rice fields. We will have to greet the new year with that type of determination. In the midst of non-Gun-gun and non-Shin-Shin-like stories, there was an article that the news posted in the morning of the 30th and the 31st, the end of the year, which was yesterday. Member of the National Assembly Park Bum-ge was nominated as a successor to Minister Chu Mi-ae. Assemblyman Park Bum-ge and Prosecutor General Yoon Suk-yeol are from the same judicial training. In 2013, Prosecutor Yoon Suk-yeol was subjected to disciplinary action for refusing to comply with the orders from above while investigating the NIS comment case. And when he was sent to the countryside, Assemblyman Park Bum-ge left a note saying, Suk-yeol Hyung, older brother, they have a 3 years difference, same judicial training. He said, it is sad to see the reality that Suk-yeol Hyung is suffering such a disadvantage. This reality is sad. This reality is sad. This is how he expressed his heart. At the same time, Mr. Cho Kuk, who was a university professor at the time, left the famous article, Prosecutor Yoon, even if it is dirty, sickening, and dishonorable, never resign and keep your position. If President Moon wants to act in a Gun-gun way, then he should have not appointed Assemblyman Park Bum-ge as the Minister of Justice. How can you appoint him? And no matter how much Assemblyman Park Bum-ge wanted to become the minister, he should have avoided being the Minister of Justice. That happened in 2013. After Prosecutor Yoon Suk-yeol became the Prosecutor General, everything changed suddenly, a sudden and abrupt change that is not a change for the better. Are you justly executing your duties right now? When you look at the screen, Prosecutor General Yoon Suk-yeol looks dumbfounded and with a ridiculous look says, Assemblyman Park, you weren't like this to me before. Even such a scene is being broadcasted from yesterday afternoon to this morning. From the standpoint of us, the people who are Min, this seems like comedy. It is comedy. It's like a comedy. How does the president exercise his human resources a command like this? Assemblyman Kim Do-kwan is in the forefront and is the leader of Let's Impeach Prosecutor General Yoon Suk-yeol. However, the reason for this is astounding from the perspective of the people Min. In order to protect the president, Yoon Suk-yeol must be impeached. His duty must be suspended, and he must be expelled. This is to protect the president. To protect the president. What weakness does the president have? What weakness is this great? Please tell me, Assemblyman Kim Do-kwan. We have to be honest. Since it is said that while Yoon Suk-yeol is the Prosecutor General, the President cannot be protected, the President does not need to be protected if the President clearly manages the state affairs and has no flaws. When the President gave a letter of appointment to Prosecutor General Yoon Suk-yeol in July of last year, he said that the living power should not discriminate against me, the President, and that the high-ranking officials around me and to investigate strictly. To the President who said these words, what flaws does he have and what is he so afraid of to say that he must impeach Yoon Suk-yeol and expel him? After that, when Assemblyman Kim Nam-guk and others failed to discipline Prosecutor Yoon Suk-yeol, the prosecution's power to investigate is weakened in the prosecution's proposal to adjust the right to investigate. The prosecution's investigation targets and capabilities are weakened, and before this is applied, they say, let's get rid of the investigative rights. Oh, I told you yesterday, this is a violation of the Constitution. That's the same. The president and the influential people have to be protected. No, even if Prosecutor Yoon Suk-yeol or without Yoon Suk-yeol, the prosecution would be prevented from investigating the power. In the midst of such crisis where Gun-gun and Shin-shin are not how they are supposed to be, we are now welcoming the New Year's in just 12 hours. I will now conclude. We can only believe in ourselves. To the President, to the ruling party, to Assemblyman Kim Do-kwan, to Assemblyman Kim Nam-guk, and some Mr. Cho Kuk and Chu Mi-ae minister, well, it is useless to say. use a bridle to become straight like a horse and push forth like a runaway locomotive. But Park Chan-young talks on YouTube, oh, the opposition party has to do this for you, but the opposition party paves the road and acts like a sidekick. Then aren't we the only ones left? Aren't we the only people? The last who are the 민민, the people, let's do our best. Let the people do their responsibilities. Let the people exercise their rights. Let the people exercise their rights to resist. I believe that we must take firm determination in our hearts for such in the new year. Now, just from this year alone, I have received great kindness from all of you. I hope that everyone and their families have success in the new year that is coming. Thank you.
감사합니다.